cool down here at Demand Lucha Vacation.
Physically cool down, but the action is going to heat up here. Every match, I said, Hutch Henries at Lucha Vacation is going to try to top it and try to raise the level. That's why it's so hot. The action is electric here tonight. It's the Infinite Man against GRiiNGO LOCO for the first time ever. Not just at Demand Lucha, but anywhere. And it's right here in Toronto tonight.
Well, the fans listening don't know that you and I have busted out personal fan units here. It's so hot we got our own fans. But the Infinite Man here at Demand Lucha once again, and I can tell you I'm excited. The Infinite Man always brings it. Was talking to him outside earlier, said the pandemic, all those months at home, completely refocused his entire life, and things have been on the right path for him. And getting in the ring with a competitor like GRiiNGO LOCO, you gotta know you're on the right path in your career when you're taking on the former Premier Champion and one of the most popular luchadors in the world today. Tag Team Championships there in his hand. And going to be taking on the Infinite Man. I bet you the Infinite Man has a couple of tag team partners. That'd be a hell of a match. I'd love to see Tim in there competing for our tag titles. But tonight, it's one-on-one with the Base God.
Well, before the Infinite Man manifested his destiny here in the post-pandemic into this very moment, he was indeed a tag team specialist. But since coming onto his own, he's quickly become one of the most beloved, popular favorites, not at Demand Lucha, but across from coast to coast, from the Carolinas upward, all the way here to Toronto. Standing in his way, though, from his destiny is GRiiNGO LOCO. And it's funny that you mentioned that he brought out that tag team championship, because there's one person standing in GRiiNGO LOCO's way of his destiny, and that's his own tag team partner. GRiiNGO LOCO was one of the longest reigning Demand Lucha Premier Champions, and unfortunately, you know, he doesn't like to have the spotlight taken away from him, and it's shining a little brightly on RS, our current Demand Lucha Premier Champion.
Oh man, I'm sure he's very proud of his tag team partner, but hey, you know what? Well, maybe we'll get a singles match between the buddies in the future. A good old-fashioned, like when Rocky took on Apollo Creed, is like just an exhibition match, maybe. We'll see what happens.
What we want to know is, when are we going to see the Royal Canadian Tag Team Championships defended? Unfortunately for RS, he might find himself in the position where he has to have two matches in one night, Hutch Henries.
Chris, you show me a team that can beat Los Desperados, and I'll book the match. Right now, that's a hard find.
GRiiNGO LOCO returning to Demand Lucha with renewed vigor. One of the premier athletes, as you mentioned, not just at Demand Lucha, but across the globe in professional wrestling, already with a sign of respect. So you know that means a lot, because GRiiNGO LOCO just doesn't hand that out willy-nilly. You have to earn it.
Arm wringer here from Tim. These guys are gonna feel each other out here a bit for a little while. I like GRiiNGO LOCO's outfit here. They're all black with like the pink trim. Never seen that before. It looks fucking smart. Looking styling. Sharp. That's the word I'm looking for. Looking sharp. A sharp tongue here on GRiiNGO LOCO as well. He'll get on the mic. He'll give you a mouthful. Whereas Tim's a little different. Tim is very demure, very centered, very calm. We're gonna have different personalities in here, but very similar wrestling styles, though. I don't think Tim would call himself a luchador, but jumping around the ring, basing for guys, creative, coming up with creative moves and new innovations. These guys are very similar in style, and I'm looking forward to this match.
It's going to be a game of one-upmanship, that's for sure. You talk about GRiiNGO LOCO and his gear that he's sporting here tonight. It is a tribute, an homage to the late, great Hart Foundation
Only Bret the Hitman Hart is still standing. He was just in Toronto a few weeks ago, and there's nothing you like better than the base god to take up the mantle. One of the premier showcase athletes in the greater Toronto area for Demand Lucha. We already talked about his historic reign as premier champion. He would like nothing more to regain that championship. It might come at the hands of his friend, his tag team partner. Great agility here from the Infinite Man.
I tell you, Gringo Loco's happy that you keep mentioning it, Chris. He's so proud of himself. He wants everybody to know he's the longest reigning premier champ. My God. And look at these moves here. Stopping him cold. And over, Tim, my God. That's what I'm talking about.
Getting inside the head of Gringo Loco here at Parkdale Hall. Infinite Man too quick. Step up with the scissor leg lariat.
Double knees. I thought it was going to be like a rolling thunder, but a lot of weight coming down on the sternum of Gringo Loco with that double knees. Slow to his feet, methodical Tim, trying to figure out what he's going to do next, I guess. Wow, and right down to the top of the head. Oh, look, he's short
a house party here.
Yeah, house party. He's dancing. It's like a Garvin stomp style house party. Gonna stomp on all those joints and nerve endings. He's aiming for sebaceous glands. What's going on? Very dainty, but it seemed very effective.
He was watching the house party matches on the drive down here, wasn't he?
Probably.
Now this has really thrown Gringo Loco off his game. You didn't want to talk about Gringo Loco and how he's a glory hound. He wants to be the champion. But we have to, you know, this is upsetting Gringo Loco. This is not where Gringo Loco wants to be. And that's exactly what's taken him out of this element in this match here against the Infinite Man.
Probably he's used to being in the main event, not the semi-main, but come on, give me a break. Gringo Loco, he just wants his paycheck. All he's focused on is the win. And Tim better watch out. I guarantee you that is exactly his goal.
Reversal from the Infinite Man. Gringo Loco, the handspring, back elbow. Takes Tim down. Was that excellently executed from Gringo Loco?
Most definitely. I see the color scheme now is in fact the Hart Foundation. You're correct. Another Gringo Loco chant slowly starting, and look, he's gonna cultivate it. Come on, give me some more.
It's funny because the Toronto fans, they didn't take the Gringo Loco easily. He came here proudly representing USA. He's proudly from Chicago, Chicago made. But his performances, time and time again, Hutch Henries, that's what won it over.
Well, it's hard to become a fan of a guy who shows up and starts making fun of you right away, getting on the mask. He said that Canadian Lucha Libre was an oxymoron, and now he's one of our, he loves coming here. He loves Canadian Lucha Libre. He says it's 100% authentic, and he brings some of the best luchadors in the world right to our front door, and so does our booking team. Demand Lucha, 100% authentic, and we've won over one of the hardest guys to win over in the world. Gringo Loco is a son of a bitch. He is not easy to convince of things. He's stubborn, as they say, but he's one of our boys now. As unfortunately, one of our boys now.
Gringo Loco, whether you like it or not, has upped the bar here at Demand Lucha to the fact that people came to Demand Lucha chasing him. They wanted to face Gringo Loco, but for Tim, he dreamt about this, Hutch Henries. He manifested this. This was Tim's destiny here tonight, to stand across the ring from Gringo Loco, to get his opportunity here in Toronto to potentially become one of the top competitors here at Demand Lucha. He could stake that claim with a victory over Gringo Loco tonight.
Gringo Loco in firm control, short Steiner line, taking him down, pin attempt. Tim was trying to get something going on, muster something, but Gringo just cut him right off, and now in full control again. Oh, there we go. Some more Macho Man styles. We're feeling the Macho Man here tonight at Demand Lucha. Oh, scissor kick. Gringo tried to get out of the way.
Gringo Loco got the hell out of there. Oh, nice.
jumping up on the bottom rope, second rope, into that flipping senton.
The Infinite Man making the most of the opportunity. One thing didn't go his way, but the universe provides, Hutch Henries.
Rolled it right into that maneuver. Rolling out of the ring, what's going on? Oh no, Tim. I wouldn't have thought it would have been Tim out of these two guys being the first one to look for weird plunder. Going for chairs.
The Infinite Man, he likes a good fight, but I think this might be a mistake here from Tim though. GRiiNGO Loco likes to get down and dirty. Infinite Man is a man of peace and zen. He lets his actions speak in the ring, but unfortunately, maybe this moment calls for it here tonight at Parkdale.
Obviously some bad intentions in mind. Gonna work GRiiNGO Loco over to the corner, get him to sit down there. He's got a second chair, so is he gonna pick it up? No, it's a two-part plan. Part one, part one is to take a drop toe to a chair, I think. Maybe not, but that's what happened.
Not looking good for the Infinite Man here. GRiiNGO Loco tries to set Tim into position.
Oh, come on! Side rushing right into the chair, and look at him writhing in pain.
Well, we know that GRiiNGO Loco was studying Bret Hart matches. Side rush and leg sweep into that chair could be enough.
It's not enough.
GRiiNGO Loco, you know, I think he likes to argue with the referee for fun because I think he let the Infinite Man up there.
GRiiNGO Loco pulling down him, that's just what we need. Expose the mats more, like that wasn't already annoying me. Freaking guy.
GRiiNGO Loco, we've seen this before, Hutch Henries. He will do whatever it takes. What is this?
I don't know, it's not a door, it's like some weird, something weird. The hell that thing is. It's a Lucha door. It's like a Lucha barn door.
It's maybe a stall door here from the CNE with all the horses, all the goats, and all the other animals they have down there. And we know that these guys have been down in the CNE. Well, Infinite Man he came straight from the Carolinas here. Non-stop to drive for this moment against GRiiNGO Loco. But this might not be the moment that he wants, Hutch Henries, if GRiiNGO Loco should put him through that luchador. GRiiNGO Loco calls for it. Reversal from the Infinite Man.
Oh, what the hell is this? Up on the shoulders, GRiiNGO gonna escape? Man, I thought GRiiNGO was gonna spin out of that one, use his veteran wiles, but unfortunately dropped hip and ass first right through that Lucha barn door thing, whatever the hell it is. Oh, come on! So close!
GRiiNGO Loco, a lot of damage on his back, driven hard through there, but it wasn't enough for the Infinite Man. And now looking to the heavens, maybe looking for a sign. Will it be his night here against GRiiNGO Loco?
Going to the top rope. GRiiNGO Loco splayed out, almost defenseless after going through the door. Looks like he's trying to get up, but he can't. Ow!
Twisting corkscrew from the Infinite Man onto GRiiNGO Loco, hooks the leg.
And channeling a little bit of old school AJ Styles, but not enough here to put away GRiiNGO Loco. Here's another look. Wow. Didn't quite get as much as he wanted. Probably a 3 count if he had gone flush, Chris. Back to live action, and Tim has something in mind here, repositioning the chairs. Come on.
Trying to get that debris out of the ring. The Infinite Man needs to seize this opportunity on GRiiNGO Loco, who's already sustained a lot of damage being driven through that door. And Infinite Man's not done. Tim's gonna drive him through those chairs here at Parkdale Hall.
Oh! He who sets it up will eventually go through it. He who smelt it, dealt it. You know what I'm saying, Chris?
Reversal there from GRiiNGO Loco, and you can see those chairs just bend and explode. The Infinite Man on the receiving end here.
No.
Another near fall for GRiiNGO Loco, but it was not enough. The Infinite Man.
That was hell. Our guest ring announcer, Sam Laterna, she got up. She was ready to announce the winner. I saw her say, wow, when Tim kicked out.
You are going to have to remember Demand Lucha, Lucha Vacation, as one of the events of the year here at Demand Lucha. So many match of the year contenders. Remember that. Put that on the poll. I know you're going to be watching and monitoring the social media. You're going to be the guy that's probably going to manage it, Hutch Henries.
Nobody home for the Swanton Bomb, and GRiiNGO Loco eating it. Look at his face. No. Tim looking to get a victory off a mistake, which is what happens. A lot of the times you got even competitors volleying back and forth, especially in Lucha Libre, where sometimes you even work with your opponent to see who can get the advantage, who can get that last minute change of body weight shifting to go from a Rana to a suplex to a full slam. Lucha Libre is all just slight movements and body weight changes. It's like cat and mouse. And right here today, it was not enough to put away the base god.
Up top all the way. Infinite Man moonsault. Picture perfect, but GRiiNGO Loco rolled inward.
Oh.
Face first with a steel chair, taking the Infinite Man down to the mat.
Here we go, Chris. Straight DDT.
And the compression on the neck, the damage on the neck of the Infinite Man.
Oh, wow, that was close. The fans, what's going on?
The fans thought it was it. GRiiNGO Loco thought it was it. Sam Laterna thought it was it, but it wasn't enough. Despite that, the Infinite Man was able to kick out, whether anybody likes it or not.
The fans are turning on Brad Myers here. Brad Myers, a Tim fan, I think, maybe.
Well, how many fans does Brad Myers have?
I don't know, check his Instagram. That would probably be a good, gauge. Let's see what's going on here. Tim a little bit worse for wear.
What's going on here is we're going to maybe have to call this match off. But GRiiNGO Loco's not done yet, Hutch Henries.
It's another luchador, and this one looks like a big boy. All different sizes and shapes of doors around here. I love it.
Well, Seraphis is on a Lucha vacation, so I guess GRiiNGO Loco's going to use all the doors tonight.
Seraphis nursing a hamstring injury. I don't know if we'll see him for a little while here. Hopefully he will recover.
Well, apparently respect is out the window here for the Infinite Man, and that's not unlike other reactions we've seen to competitors here at Demand Lucha, but never for the Infinite Man. Apparently they want to see GRiiNGO Loco get the job done here against the Infinite Man, a small vocal portion.
Jesus Christ. The fans reacted to that, Chris.
The fans like to see destruction. GRiiNGO Loco, he knows that the fans aren't really on his side. They'd be cheering just as loud if it was GRiiNGO Loco going through that door. And GRiiNGO Loco has given a lot of time here to the Infinite Man, and I don't know. Things aren't looking too sturdy down there.
Absolutely not. That door looks like it's already half broken.
Things are not looking good for the Infinite Man. Tim could be in a lot of trouble here.
Says enough, finally recovered enough. He saw what was going to happen. Obviously a disaster coming his way. And enough, I guess, wherewithal, enough compos mentis. Finally compos mentis enough to know that he was in a bad spot, was going to get hurt real bad. Up to the top rope and fighting for his life, Chris.
There's a disaster coming on, and we're not sure if it's going to be for Tim or if it's going to be for GRiiNGO. One of these guys is going to go through that door, and it might be all she wrote.
Well, this is that cat and mouse interplay I was talking about before. Neither of these guys really know who's going to come out on top, but each of them is going to try their wiles and see what they can do.
into position, the Infinite Man. Both men to their feet, holding on for dear life on the top turnbuckle here at Lucha Vacation.
Here we go. Whoa, Tim. Oh no! That's what I'm talking about. Gringo baited him in with the Rona and put him through the door. Power bomb style. A big effort here from Tim and a huge win for GRiiNGO LOCO.